Hi everyone and welcome to Just Love. My name is Paula and I'm here with Judy. Hi Judy.
Hi Paula, hi everyone.
So through our last few episodes, we have established that we stay in the in-between for however long we need, and it is different for each soul. So Judy, I have a question around that. Say for example, a young person connects very strongly with a grandparent and the grandparent transitions when the child is around 10 years of age. So life goes on for the child and the child feels that there is a connection with the grandparent and it lasts for their entire life. Let's say that they live into their 90s, so they have 80 years of earth time connecting with the grandparent that transitioned. So that's 80 years of time. And yes, acknowledging that time is different and we can't really put a time frame on things, but just interested to know if that grandparent was like you, Judy, when you had your life as a Lorca. So you transitioned from that life and wanted to come back to complete your mission. So you really only spent in Earth years about 5 years in the in-between. So my question is, how would that play out if the grandparent had an urgency to reincarnate somewhere else after about 5 years of Earth time? Would the child still connect with the grandparent for their entire Earth lifetime on some level, or would the child just not have had that connection at all?
Okay, wow, that's a good question. The child would be able to retain the connection with their grandparent throughout life because we connect with loved ones on the soul level. It's only a small part of the soul that reincarnates. The greater part of the soul remains in the higher state. The same applies when we pass over at the end of our life. Loved ones we've known in that life are there to meet us and reunite with us, even though on the soul level they may have reincarnated. Remember, energy cannot be destroyed, so our individual energy from each life lived remains intact. Reincarnation happens on the soul level rather than on the little personal ego level. But because we are part of the soul, we can recall past lives as being our own. In the case of my past ET life, we are all immortal souls, so that energy is continuing. Soul energy is holographic, so it doesn't matter how many parts of a soul are expressing on different levels of reality, the whole soul is reflected in all parts. This is what oneness is all about. Wow, this is hard to put into 3D
but that makes sense. That really does make sense. That's really good. It sure is a challenge. So this next question is about Alorca. So Alorca's ship crashed on Earth in the late 1940s. She chose to consciously transition on Earth as you, Judy, in 1952. So I'm interested to know about Alorca and the life that she lives now. You, Judy, share a dual soul consciousness with Alorca. So is Alorca living her life up on the ship or on a planet in another life after the life that she had, which ended when the ship crashed? My feeling is that yes, she has reincarnated back to where she was prior to the ship crashing, whether that was living on a ship or on another planet, and she's also now obviously a part of you, Judy. It just gets more complicated and complicated as I try to make sense of it. So what do you think? What can you tell us?
Well, my eyes are crossing now too. Okay, when Alorca transitioned after the crash, she basically just went back up onto the mothership in her astral form, leaving her ET body behind on Earth. For Greys, this is not an issue because we easily move in and out of our physical containers. If she needs a physical body to carry out her work, she just steps into another one. I think a supply of containers are kept up on the motherships for this specific purpose. She's seen in the short time she was alive after the crash that communicating with Earth humans is very difficult. The mission was important and she wanted to carry on with it, so she decided to consciously operate through two forms, one connected with the Grey collective consciousness and another connected with the Earth human collective consciousness. That way I could span the two cultures as a bridge. The Earth human part, Judy, can only access around 10% of her potential consciousness because of the fact that she's operating through an Earth human brain. And the Grey Alorca can access around 50%. but because of the limits of the Earth human brain, as Judy, I can only process a limited amount of what a Lorca experiences. I wake up in the morning knowing that a heck of a lot more has gone on than I can possibly process. So to summarise, after the crash, Alorca just went back to what she'd been doing, living permanently on the mothership, usually just in her light body, or making use of a physical container if required, but also leading a double life down here in an Earth human container, as me.
That's good. Okay. So let's just leave that for now. My eyes are crossed as well. So what are the main things that your ET teachers have asked you to do on your mission down here now as Judy?
Okay, my main job has been to talk about consciousness and the missing link between religion and science. This is the reason why I attended a convent school as a child to learn about the religion side of things. Then I was directed to learn Tai Chi, Qigong and Reiki to learn about the energy component. In this way, I can clearly see how spirituality and science can potentially work together in oneness. Religion down here sort of touches on it, but has lost so much of the deeper understanding, having been taken over by the controllers with their dogmatic ego and need to control. This deeper understanding is so important for Earth plane humanity to tap into. It's the key to spiritual evolution on Earth.
Yes, and Judy, you go into great detail about this about this link between science and spirituality in one of your latest books, which is entitled Cosmic Spirituality, Blending Religion and Science in Oneness from an Off-Planet Perspective. And if you'd like to read more about all of this, Judy's other books are also available from Amazon, or you can go through the link below. All of Judy's books are
Human by Day, Zeta by Night, followed by the Zeta Message, then Extraterrestrial Presence on Earth, Lessons in History, and my two most recent books, both Kindle editions and also both available in German, An Interview with an Alien, Comments by an Undercover ET, and Cosmic Spirituality, Blending Religion and Science in Oneness from an Off-Planet Perspective.
Thanks, Jude, and thanks everyone for listening. Please share, like and subscribe. Sending you much love, and bye for now.